a story that I think intersects quite strongly and quite beautifully with yours. When I arrived at Spelman, and my bro and I actually have years together on those two campuses, and we got stories to tell. But when I arrived at Spelman College in 1987, the very idea that one would even talk about gender identity and gender fluidity and sexual orientation was a no-no. And so here I am, this first African American woman president at an African American woman's school. And Beverly Guy Sheftel and I on the platform in Sisters Chapel in a conversation in which I, as the new president, said, I openly and definitively give my support for the formation of a student organization in support of lesbian and bisexual students. I thought I was going to be run off of that campus. I mean, letters from alumni. Who have we brought to our campus? And I want to move from that to show you what the culture was at Spelman to say. I had come from Hunter College, where an unbelievable force of nature had gotten a hold of me. Her name was Audre Lorde. And I thought I had done with all, I put away all of my unconscious bias and all of my stuff until Audrey got a hold of me. So shortly after that moment when I gave my support for that student organization, I said to Beverly, you know, I'm going to bring my sister friend Audre Lorde to campus. Beverly said, I don't think so. Because the last time Audrey was on this campus, she said, never, ever again. She had experienced such intense homophobia. So I went to work on Audrey. And I just kept getting pushed back. Finally she said, I'm sick of you. I'm coming. So Audrey comes to campus under a program that I called Speaking at Spelman, Reading at Reynolds. And you remember being in Reynolds College, the president's home. And so Audrey spoke. She literally came back. She was uncomfortable. And after her talk, we had dinner with a small group of students in the president's home. And it was going beautifully, and I'm just sitting there feeling so fulfilled. Audrey's talking, and then we just hear this weeping. It turns into sobbing. And Audrey and I get up just at the same moment and rush to a student. Because I'm there, Audre Lorde is there, a small group of students. And the student is just sobbing. And Audrey and I are almost competing to find a way to hug her until she finally says, I come out as a lesbian. You can imagine what that moment was like. And now to say to you, my bro, what we've been saying earlier tonight, you just keep working at it. Do you know that other than a few small collections in the New York City lesbian archives, all of the legacy of Audre Lorde in a literary form and memorabilia is in the archives at Spelman College. And so from a campus that's so pushed back on her, to her decision to give Spelman another chance, to that young sister bravely coming out, to Audrey then deciding at my request that she would leave her papers at Spelman College. Change is it's a many-faceted, many-splendor thing. Final piece to this, the postscript. Spelman College, where there is still too much homophobia, heterosexism, was nevertheless, under the current president, Sister President Mary Schmidt Campbell, was the first HBCU to have a policy of accepting trans students. You know? Especially in this era, it doesn't seem like it comes around very often. But change can come.
And you're talking about change, and you're also talking about